what do you do to find a problem and solve it? You have the hook, the punch, the need, the problem cause, solution, the visualization of the solution, and the action you take to solve it. This motivated sequence will help us go through this presentation today. I was able to conduct a survey, or at least a questionnaire, with one of the employees here at MOKB, the concert production company that you all work for, and I'd like to start this presentation by going over a few of the questions I asked them and how they relate to the 3 recommendations that I'm going to make on what I need to improve and what we can all improve on as a team. So the first part of the survey starts with, are your goals and performance expectations clearly defined? Their response was yes and no. They know the stats of the job, what it takes to get the job done, but they don't exactly know how to do it exceptionally well. It's not clearly defined. So they know that they could be doing better, which I must say it's good to know that I have employees under my supervision that know what they could be doing better before they know that they need to be doing something better. So their position lacks management. It doesn't define what it takes to create said variable X. In this case, how many tickets does it take to sell a month to keep us afloat, let alone above the profit margin? The first recommendation I thought I would make was based on that. One, better training, based on specific goals of each employee, whether that's being on the door staff, the bar staff, or the management staff. Training around each job, a realistic job preview and RJP would be good before the job, during the job, and assessing that all the way through the job with me as your manager or whoever your supervisor is. So think, whose protege do you want to be? Security, bar manager, GM of the venue? The ability to perform. I asked if they felt if it was possible to achieve the goals or expectations expected of them. They said yes, they have a degree in the field. I know that this employee graduated with a degree that very well encapsulates what they do here. I would say, but I'm not allowed. It's not allowed in the presentation. Could be better with proper training. Job takes lots of time and effort spent observing the job in action. They said that resources, all tools existed, but they didn't know the criteria of the job as well. They may have an agent for booking a show's contact, but they don't know how to deal with agents from LA as opposed to agents from New York. So the second recommendation I would make is more concrete structure of the jobs. And like I said, a realistic job preview would help before and then during we can assess that. So in the Moreau's motivated sequence, this is that visualizing thing. If you already know what you have to do, but what you can be improving on is that visualization and then taking that action. So if we have a more concrete structure, I think we can do a better job with this. And then reinforcing this, do you feel as a high performer, being a high performer is rewarding versus being a low performer? And their response was yes, of course. It's always more rewarding when performing well. They've only observed performing higher, and they've only observed performing less than highly. So they've seen others stay in the same position for a while and not really get up to where they're at on the management level, and they remain in that position because they're there to fill the void, but they're not all the way committed. They're not striving to do better, and I felt this employee was. Or at least this is how they have observed it. It's not exactly how I see it. So my third recommendation would be more open and effective communication throughout the entire organization. This will help us all understand each other as individuals within the organization, and you must be happy doing what you do or finding what makes you happy within the organization. I asked, do you feel the rewards used to encourage high performance are worth the effort? And they responded yes, without a doubt. Monetary reward, ranking up, job perks, becoming a protege are chances to enhance skill level. Employee also feels highly valued by the company because of that. The rewards are given to them in a timely manner, which I'll get to in a second. And in terms of intrinsic rewards, they feel that music is the driving force. Since they got a degree around music and this is a music business job, they feel that that's already there for them. So this serves as the main characteristic of the job. So performing highly does benefit them as they feel. And then equity, I asked if they felt that work-related benefits are being distributed fairly. Their response was the employee feels the rewards and punishments are fair throughout organization, has freedom to customize schedule, receives monetary bonuses, feels rewards are fair and also based on their merit, and is able to perform his position to teach and protect equity among other supervisees. So what that last line there meant to me meant the most as This manager is looking out for all the other employees. If they think their equity is being imposed upon, they will make sure that it's not. And by the way, they manage their supervisees as well. Like I said, timeliness is the next thing I wanted to get to. Is your organization getting the most out of the rewards given by administering them in a timely manner? What this means is the rewards send a message no matter what, and as well as disciplines. But they said that rewards could be more often instead of one, and instead of like a Christmas bonus per year, they could be getting bonuses on quarterly paychecks or something of that sort. Um, but they also said that it helps to sustain the feeling of being an asset when it is spread out. Of course, they get free tickets sometimes. I know some of you'll get free tickets pretty often, and that's sort of a reward because we can get you into as many shows as you want, and we're glad to give them to you for performing as such. So the rewards are appropriate. The employee and manager know where they stand in terms of skill level. Um, Chances to rank up cannot be expected as often and frequent. So that is making them feel valuable and like an asset because of this timely message that we are sending as an organization to them. So the person that I interviewed, I see as an exemplary model of this, of any employee in this company, and I think that all of you should be able to look up to your managers and look around you and look up to each other and look at this presentation as a sort of walkthrough as your first step in progression with the organization, or in other words, your first step towards success. We're all here for each other, and you're all chosen for a reason to be here. I think everybody brings a different set of skills to the table, and that's very important. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the team that we do now. So ask your peers, your supervisors, me, your seniors, and organization, and how they've got where they are now, and what it took to get there, and what you can do to follow in their footsteps in your own unique way. So and also having an open atmosphere of communication is the best policy, and I think that's the policy we'll carry out from now on. So remember, we are a team. We're nothing without each other. You're all chosen to be a part of this team for a reason. Choose to progress, choose success, and our success is within us all. Thank you.